Johnson forced out to his left. Johnson jostles free. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 10 carries, 72 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good.
Set 18 Gator.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Come on now, let's go.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Throwing on 1st down. Johnson, flush to his right. Oh, look at Thomas, wide open. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there, and in a big way.
On the set.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 23. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a pickup of 17 for 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of...
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have...
Okay, ready? 53 Great zone travel. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check loaded. Check 17. Check 3. Check 3. Check.
Johnson, off play action. Flushed out right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stops right around the 29. That'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go. 50, plant.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Johnson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Xavier Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively, nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A big play there for Indy. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Ready.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Johnson operating from the gun. And it's caught. They'll get this halfway home. The 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we...
Ready? 30 base.
53, Mike. Here we go.
Ready?
Johnson now throwing on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run with Mack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st and 10, Johnson. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Ebron with it over the middle. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando. There you have it.
Ready. 18 Gators. 22 Jet Bombers. 22 Jet Bombers. Fight.
Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Good route, good pickup for first down yards, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Let's go. 8, read.
3, Mike.
General West.
Big stop, let's go. 36.
Check 9. Can.
Check 24.
Ready.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They go right back to Mack. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Got it. 80 weapons.
Check 53. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Get it.
On first down, Johnson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Johnson to throw on 2nd down. Ebron's got it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that.
Ready to break. Greystone travel.
50, check back 50. Let's go, D.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
152 fighter.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Go now. 60 or.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Showing up.
Ready?
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. Going to throw again. Short little throw to Ebron. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they've got another first and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. This is Hines. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Ready, set. 6-6, bullet high.
Stop here, D. Jim him.
Hey, Delta. They
begin the drive with Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
ready?
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They run again with Hines. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 44. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down now. It's Hines, and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We play to win. Let's go.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will move them back.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the Colts, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Ready? 8, read. I'm coming.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to throw. Johnson escaping the pressure right. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Johnson. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Go now. 30 base. I got him. X3. 2-8 get down.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Take the order.
Johnson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ring.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to...
Here we go. 18 Gator. General West. 20.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Johnson. And he's got his man, Hilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down, Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, but it'll be 2nd down. They run with Hines. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
He has elite instincts in his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just short for 4.
Ready? 50, plant.
Let's go one more. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready up. Leo.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Johnson on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments.
Go now. 10 Lobo.
Check.
Go.
Keep the ball.
Go.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Hines. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Johnson. From the gun, he'll throw. Complete to Hilton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good 8 yards. They're not here. Where? And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. I don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hines. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot.
That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the...
Recon, 152 fighter, 15 line it, 15 line. Let's go.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided due to time constraints.
Ready? 8, read.
Check, 55 to Mike. Keep it up, defense, keep it up.
Now Johnson throwing on first down. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Hines. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Pull it high.
2nd and 5. And incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Johnson. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Running on first down with Ware. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them.
On the set. Topper, topper. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Johnson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they run with Ware. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
64. Hey, wahoo! Yo, jackrabbit, come on, get it.
Johnson operating from the gun. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Johnson from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Ware. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Steps away to him, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Ready? Score! 60 Pittsburgh.
Wide, get wide.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, stay him on. Hey, Charlie. 5.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. J.J. Watt.
City, baby. Here we go. 90 Wolf.
I'm coming.
They'll run on 1st down. Where? And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what he said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 14.
50, play.
It's just me and you. Go.
Throwing on 1st down. Johnson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4 and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Johnson now from the gun, he'll throw, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing.
Come on, set. Head over.
What? Twist.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Lock it. General West.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack, able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Johnson on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Marlon Mack. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Here's Johnson throwing on first down. He's got it to Hilton. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
36.
On first down, it's Mack, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 18-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him.
Let's go. 18 Gators. Christian Travis. Hey, check 24.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Johnson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return here is stopped at the 30.
We go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Single receiver. Hey, you're
Hit it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
15, 59.
Johnson now on first down. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run here with Mack. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2nd and 11.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run with Ware. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Johnson throwing on first down. This is caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable set. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in. Johnson on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Johnson operating from the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Johnson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Check in. Let's go, D. Let's go.
5.
On 1st and 10, Johnson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 2. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not...
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Johnson now on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. We have hit halftime. Still, well, why don't we hold on?
Ready? 18 Gator.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch it.
Ready?
The start on the ground with Mack. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Staying on the ground with Mack. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to throw. Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this 1st half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early.
Come on, set. 218, chop it.
Me and you all day. All day.
On first down, they'll start out with Matt. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Looking to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. And he finds Spencer Ware complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Back to throw. Johnson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Johnson to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rap, right? R.A.
Set. 10 Lobo. You don't know no better. Ready?
Here's Johnson throwing on first down. Funches has it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? And 2 stop.
Switch up. Watch the shit.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Looking to throw. Johnson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like,
looking for punches, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Colts controlling the football as we resume our coverage late in this one in the fourth quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Check 15, check that.
Johnson now from the gun, he'll throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They were still throwing.
On the set. 51. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready?
From the gun, Johnson. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Back to throw. Johnson, and he connects with Ebron. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
you want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
You ready? Kill. Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
50, plant.
Johnson operating from the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. To give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard. It'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7.
And this will be caught. And the carnage can continues. It's another touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those.
On the ready. 6-6, pull it high.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They go right back to Mack. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's going to leave him. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts,